So in this video, I'm going to answer the question on whether or not blogging is dead. So it's actually pretty funny how on almost a daily basis, I get asked questions like, do you really make a living through travel blogging? Is that even a real job? How do you make money from that? Or my all-time personal favorite, but isn't blogging dead? Now, before I answer that question, let me drop a truth bomb on all of you. Blogging has been our bread and butter for 5 years now. It's literally funded our travels, paid off loans, allowed us to tick things off our bucket list, all while giving us the freedom to travel the world full time. Now, coming from someone who spent 6 years pulling 12-hour days, working 2 teaching jobs just so that I could save enough money to go travel, the freedom that blogging has given me has been a game changer. Now, year after year, I hear this same skepticism about blogging, and yet here we are, still alive, kicking, and most of all, thriving. Our travel blog has been making more money each month than what my partner and I would as a teacher or engineer combined. Now, before I go any further, let me answer the question, is blogging really dead? The answer is yes and no. Now, let me make myself clear. The old school style of blogging is definitely dead, but the new way of blogging is still proving to be as effective, if not even more, as ever. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through why I think blogging is dead, as well as give you tips on how you can still build a profitable and successful blog in the years to come. Now, before I get to it, first things first, my name is Anna Faustino, and together with my partner Tom, we run 2 successful blogging businesses. Now, through this channel, I want to help people just like you profit from your passions through blogging. So let's get to it. First off, when you look at the definition of what is a blog, you'll find that even that definition of blogging is no longer relevant. According to Wikipedia, a blog is a discussion or informational website published on the World Wide Web consisting of discrete, often informal, diary-style text entries. Now, before you do anything, I want you to stop and think about your favorite blogs out there. Have you thought of some? Great. The thing is, most blogs are far from the Dear Diary style text entries that they used to be. Sure, some blogs will sprinkle in a few personal anecdotes here and there, but for the most part, blogs are no longer just online diaries when you read about a person's everyday life. So in that sense, yes, the old school style of blogging is very much dead, but the new style of blogging is very much alive and thriving. Instead, blogs that are now seeing tons of success are those that are authoritative, mainly around one particular topic, full of valuable information, and are written to help a specific group of people. So if you want to hear some crazy statistics, each month there are 409 million people who view more than 20 billion blog pages. That's 409 million people. Moreover, more than 77 million new blog comments are generated by readers each month. Now, does that sound like a dying industry? Personally, we've seen our travel blog grow year after year, except when there are global pandemics. But we have no doubts that it will bounce back once again. Now, this isn't just us either. Every day, our students from the Blogging Fastlane course, some of whom only just started their blogs last year, and thousands of other people are making money while sitting at home in their pajamas, all thanks to their blog. Now, I would say that's pretty awesome for a dying industry, I'm just saying. Okay, so let's get down to the 5 things you should and shouldn't do in order to build a successful and profitable blog. The first thing that you should stop doing is stop publishing content daily. Unless you're a new site, you don't need to be publishing content on a daily basis. Back in the day, you could write a 500-word article, publish it, and within a few days, it would be ranking. However, with the new style of blogging, Google gives preference to high-quality articles, which satisfy the user intent. This means that you're better off creating one super awesome article versus 5 okay ones. In fact, according to this article on Blogging Statistics, 66% of bloggers today are publishing a few times per month rather than a few times per week, which was back in 2014. Why? Because if you want to get your articles ranking on Google, you need to make sure that they're SEO optimized and full of valuable information. Don't rush through the content creation. Remember, quality over quantity all the time. Now, the second tip that I have is to find your blue ocean. Now, back in the day, you could wake up one day, decide to start a travel blog, and after a few months, you would see success. This is because there wasn't a lot of competition. Nowadays, if you want to build a successful blog, you have to go as niche and targeted as you can, which is why we recommend taking the time to find your blue ocean. Now, if you've never heard of the marketing term blue ocean, this is essentially when you carve a specific niche for yourself, allowing you to stay clear of the so-called red oceans, which are oversaturated with competition. Now, what exactly do I mean by this? Take a look at the two scenarios below. Red ocean, I'm going to start a travel blog. This is great. Unfortunately, everyone else wants to do this too. There's nothing particularly unique about this, and you'll just end up competing with the thousands of other travel bloggers out there. Everyone writes great content, takes good photos, and they all travel. Now, think about this as a blue ocean. I'm starting a ketogenic, diet-based travel blog that focuses on helping people find healthy, keto-friendly places to eat while on the road. Although it's super specific and only appeals to travelers who are interested in the keto diet, if you want to stand out, you need to be specific. You're better off having 10,000 dedicated and loyal readers who trust your recommendations on products and services than 100,000 readers who visit your site occasionally. Now, the third tip that I have in order to see success with your blog is to build your authority. Now, if you want to succeed in blogging, it is more important than ever to establish your authority on why readers should trust your advice. Now, when you're planning your content, make sure that you're not just writing about random topics here and there. Instead, create clustered content around one topic, making it easier for Google and your audience to trust the information that you put out. Now, by consistently writing about keywords around your blue ocean or your niche, you are establishing yourself as a person of authority. Now, in our case, we've built our blogging Fastlane blog to contain a ton of valuable information when it comes to blogging. Now, next time someone has a blogging related question in their mind, we want them to think of our blog or this YouTube channel because of the authority that we've built and the value that we continuously provide. Now, on that note, for my awkward segue of the day, if you want to learn more about how to profit from your passions through blogging, make sure you check out our free training. Here, I share the 3 biggest changes that I made to our blog, taking it from a regular hobby blog to a 6-figure business. Now, all you have to do is head to www.bloggingfastlane.com/free training. After that, you'll get taken to a registration page where you can sign up for free. Okay, number 4, build a relationship with your readers via email. So let's face it, Google, Pinterest, or whatever social media platform you use to drive traffic can change at any day. 1 second, you're receiving a steady flow of organic traffic, and then your rankings can drop. Now, the hard truth is that as a blogger, your email list is one of the few things that you have complete control of. This makes list building and building a personal relationship with your tribe even more important. So rather than just placing a subscribe now and never miss a post, all of those forms, actively create lead magnets around specific topics, allowing you to create segmented lists. So you only really email your readers about topics relevant to their interest. We have over 100,000 people in our email list, and I constantly take the time to provide value to them, as we know that this can help not only our traffic, but also our income. Once you have an email list, take the time to connect and actually build a relationship with your readers. Don't be afraid to get personal and let your personality shine. Now, remember, people will keep reading your blog for you, your unique writing style, your experience, and your voice. So don't be afraid to take a more personable approach when writing your emails. Now, building a blog around you is the best way to make sure that your blog will survive through all the different algorithm changes that will come in the future. Now, the last piece of advice that I have so that you can build a successful blog in the next few years is don't be afraid to get creative. Now, one of the greatest things about blogging right now is there are so many tech innovations that allow you to create a better and more personalized user journey, making it so much easier to stand out. If you're good at video, you can create quick videos to add to your content to increase time on page. If you aren't comfortable on camera, don't worry. Consider even creating a video montage of pictures depending on whatever your niche is. If video isn't something you want to do at all, don't worry. Consider reading out your blog posts and adding them as a podcast file at the top of each post. Now, while I believe there will always be room for written content, getting creative about incorporating mixed media is a smart move. Now, one of the reasons why I started this channel is because I wanted to incorporate more video into our blog articles, making it easier for visual learners to digest our content. So, what is the future of blogging? Although no one really knows, year on year, the blogging and content marketing industries have been on a rise. If companies themselves, large companies, are investing hundreds and thousands of dollars to build and set up their own blogs, then the industry must be heading towards the right direction. Now, one thing is for sure though, just like every other industry and business out there, blogging is growing, evolving, and consistently getting more advanced. However, with the right type of strategy, it is still possible to grow a profitable blog from the ground up. I believe, to be honest, in a certain sense, blogging and figuring out ways on how to earn from it is now easier than ever due to the vast number of tools that we can use. Nowadays, there are a million different ways on how to make money from your blog. You just have to be strategic with it, you have to be willing to evolve, and you have to think of ways on how to stand out. So that's it for me. Hopefully this video proved to you that blogging is far from dead and has given you loads of tips on how to build or grow a profitable blog in the near future. Now, on to you. Which tip did you find most helpful? Is it stop publishing content on a daily basis, to find your blue ocean, to build your authority, to build a relationship with your readers via email, or lastly, to stay creative? Now, comment below, and as always, don't forget to hit subscribe if you want to learn more about how you can profit from your passions through blogging. Bye!